Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you stick around and subscribe for more. We are on the home stretch. 2019 is almost over. I am ready. I want it to stay in the past. I never want to look back. I want to start fresh. And if you do as well, then give this video a thumbs up and let's get started. You know, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a brand new foundation from the drugstore, so I am here to tell you guys that today we're going to be testing out the brand new Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation, and I am so excited. So right off the bat, this foundation claims that it's going to give us a medium coverage and a natural looking glowy finish. It's formulated with hyaluronic acid and collagen, and this is the entire list of ingredients for you guys to take a look at if you want to, and if you don't, it's okay. So it comes in this skinny looking glass bottle, and when you open it up, it does have a pump, which you guys know I can always appreciate a pump on my foundations. I got mine in the shade 75 Natural Beige, which has been my pretty exact shade for many years. So I can always count on this shade in Maybelline foundations, and I just love knowing my exact shade. However, it does come in these 20 different shades, but I mean, come on Maybelline, it's almost 2020. The years of having this kind of shade range are far gone. Get it together, bring more shades. You know, just don't come out with a foundation until you have a nice, proper shade range that can pretty much fit everyone's skin tone. As far as the consistency of this foundation, it feels super creamy and a little thick, but it doesn't feel heavy, and it does look super nice and glowy, and this color is just perfect for me. I just know Natural Beige is my color, and it always has been. But anyways, this foundation I believe is not yet available in stores, but you can get it on the Maybelline website. I got mine on the pre-order that they were doing on Amazon, so you can also get it on Amazon. I paid $10.99 for it, which is pretty average for Maybelline foundations. However, I've mentioned this in the past, drugstore prices always vary just depending on where you buy them. And we are ready to start applying this makeup. So to get started, I'm going to be taking two of my current favorite primers. On the T-zone, I'm going to take the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. You guys know I love this stuff. And then on the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. Now it's time to do the foundation. So I'm going to start off with one pump, and I want to see where that gets me. And I'm going to be starting off with a brush and then going in with a sponge, because that's the way that I've been enjoying doing my foundation as of lately. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so far this foundation is blending so nicely, and it is giving me a pretty good amount of coverage for just one pump, and I am really enjoying blending it with this foundation brush. This is from Eco Tools, if you're wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with another pump of foundation. So this is 2 pumps of foundation on my face, and as you can see, medium coverage is correct. I can definitely build it up if I wanted to. It does build up nicely. It looks super glowy. It doesn't feel heavy so far. And if you're wondering, this doesn't really have a scent. I mean, it just smells like makeup, but there's no like sort of perfumey type of smell, which I hate and don't appreciate in makeup products. But so far so good. I am gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Clearly my makeup is all done and I am in love with today's look, but let me shut up and get through this because it's late in the day already and I do want to do a wear test. So first off, what I used to set my face, I went in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder in the shade 220. And then to bake and set the rest of my face, I went in with the Thrive Cosmetics Soft Focus HD Powder in Translucent. I believe this is the only shade that they have. This stuff is awesome. If you haven't tried it out, you definitely should. But here's the before and the after of me with this foundation, with and without this foundation. So far, honestly, it's looking pretty good. I will say it doesn't look as radiant as I thought it would, or as I thought it should, considering the fact that it does have radiant in the name of it and it's claiming that it's going to give you a nice glowy finish. I don't necessarily feel that glowy as I thought I would using this foundation. Okay, so the one thing that I am noticing is that there's a little bit of clinging around or in this little crevice around my nose. I'm going to get close and personal so you guys can see. I hope that you guys could see that. Aside from that, everything is looking pretty good so far. Again, I thought it was just going to be a lot more glowy and radiant than what it is. Another thing that I am noticing, but I don't think this has to do anything with this foundation. I think it's just my skin, my face, myself. I don't know what's going on, but as of recently, every time that I do my makeup, foundation just does not stick around my nose. I don't know what the problem is. If you're having this problem as well, let me know what you've done, what has helped. I need to fix it. I hate that it just doesn't stick to my nose. And another thing that I've also noticed happening is these little fine lines around my lips. They crack every single time and it's just quite annoying. I mean, maybe I should start being monotone and not smiling like this, like Kim. Remember when Kim was like, I can't smile because I get wrinkles? I think I'm gonna start doing that. But guys, no, seriously. Everything is looking so good so far. I am liking it again. I just thought it was gonna be a little more radiant than what it is. But so far so good. Doesn't feel heavy. It's not really getting cakey. It looks good on the skin. So it's 5:07. It's already late in the day. I told you guys I am gonna try to do my best to wear this as long as I can so I can give you guys a good amount or a long enough wear test for me to give you my overall thoughts and opinions. So I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day and I'll be right back in a couple of hours for you in a couple of seconds. So see you then. And just like that, guys, I am back and it's only been a couple of hours. Obviously, I told you guys I started this video a little later in the day, so it only gave me so much time to do the wear test, but nonetheless, I still do have quite a couple of thoughts and comments about this foundation. For starters, I feel like overall, the foundation looks pretty good. Right now, it looks like what I expected it to look like at the initial application of this foundation. A little radiant, a little glowy, but now it looks like that obviously because time has gone on and the natural oils of my skin are beginning to peek through, so I feel like that's what's causing it to look radiant rather than the actual foundation. So you guys know earlier I told you guys it didn't look radiant to me, considering the fact that it has radiance in the name of it, if that makes any sense. I also do want to mention that I don't think this foundation is transfer proof. Granted, I don't think the foundation actually claims to be, but it is something that I do want to mention because I noticed that as time went on and the more oils that were peeking through my skin and mixing with the foundation, the more that I felt the foundation was feeling tacky and slippery. So the slightest dab to my skin will literally remove the product off my face. And I'm gonna get closer up because I did touch my nose a couple of times throughout the time that I did have this foundation on, and I hope that you guys can see that. But a lot of the product on my nose is pretty much gone, which is not good. It's not what I want the product to do. So it is not a foundation that I would necessarily reach for on days where I know I'm gonna be needing to wear makeup for like a long period of time, or for days that I'm gonna be out in the heat, because I feel like this foundation and the heat would not get along. It would just make me look super oily. And guys, to be honest, I'm feeling a little confused about this foundation. I was just excited and I was expecting a lot more from it, but I feel like it just, something is just not there. I forgot to tell you guys, it is currently 9:53 p.m. so it's only been about 4 or 5 hours of me having this foundation. It looks good, but I just, the feeling of it feeling the feeling of it feeling a little tacky and slippery on my skin just makes me want to wash it off. I love wearing makeup, but I don't necessarily want to feel like I'm wearing makeup, if that makes any sense, you know? Like when I lock it in, set it, all of that, I want to feel just like it's my skin, not necessarily like I have 3 pounds of makeup. I don't have 3 pounds of makeup on, but you know what I mean. So I don't know if I would recommend this, guys, because I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is not the worst foundation, but it's also not the best. As of now, I don't think I would recommend it, honestly. I feel like I need to try it a couple of more times to really get a true feel. So I did try it about 4 more times after filming this part of the video, and I have to say, guys, I still don't like it. I tried it with different primers, different setting powders, with and without setting spray, and every single time it ended up just feeling super slippery and sticky on my face, and it always rubbed off at the slightest touch of it. So honestly, I just wouldn't recommend this foundation. I'm just not sure if this is something that I would reach for ever. There's just something about it that's just not there for me right now. You guys let me know what your thoughts are on this foundation, if you've already tested it out, or if you're still gonna go buy it, or if you're not gonna buy it. Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because it's free and it's a fun time. Until next time, bye guys.